What's up guys, Loom here. Today we have Elemental Shaman versus Zekvir Hardmode. Shaman is certainly a class in World of Warcraft, and it feels pretty good against Zekvir. Definitely grab a shield. It'll be an extra 10% damage reduction to melees, and you'll even block a few from the front and not while casting. Make sure to lust on the pole. The first 40% definitely the hardest. He has way more melee uptime. 60% and below can take a while, but lusting there doesn't speed it up too much as you're running around for a very large portion of that anyway. Talent build is in the description below as always. That is still super close to the subscribe button. It's a fantastic way to support the channel and is very free. So how are we doing this? I played Farseer and held Ancestral Swiftness and Primordial Wave for every ad spawn. Ice Fury felt really good here, especially with the follow-up talent Fusion of the Elements, giving you additional elemental blasts. Floor potions will do by far the most healing, but keeping Earth Shield up and dropping Healing Stream basically whenever it's available are good practices. When it looks like you're going to get meleeed to death, rotate Astral Shift and Stone Bulwark Totem. Don't use them together, one will be plenty. And also don't underestimate what moving out a little bit during each one of his spell casts can do. Even taking one of his melees off the board can turn the situation from yikes to something a little more comfortable. Your Earth Ellie can tank Zekvir for a little bit. You can definitely out-threat him, especially very early. When he has the boss, if he drags him to the side of the room, say if there's a webbed ad spawn, make sure to close that gap a little bit so that you don't get caught in a very wide claw smash. Otherwise, stay in the middle of the room, keep boss in front of you. Enfeebled Spittle can technically be dealt with every time by Ghost Wolfing it off with a particular talent called Thunderous Paws, like how a druid can shift off snares and roots. The reality is it won't be that simple. Thunderous Paws adds a snare break and additional movement speed to Ghost Wolf on a 20-second cooldown. There's no debuff to indicate that it's on cooldown. So if you press Ghost Wolf and your dot does not fall off, you're going to then press Spirit Walk. If Spirit Walk is not available, you're going to press Wind Rush Totem. And if Wind Rush Totem is not available, you're going to press Totemic Recall and then press Wind Rush Totem. Note that Wind Rush Totem has like a half a second before it clears your debuff. And if that's an extra tick of the dot you weren't preparing to take, that can be kind of lame. I felt myself pressing it as if I were interrupting the cast at 99%. Dot goes out. I get my clear within a quarter second or something like that. Now, Brand does have a Dispel with a 1-minute cooldown, and he does use it, but sometimes late, and the dot hits very hard. Also, he's likely not to dispel you while he's feared, and he will get feared. You could also grab Tremor Totem to help mitigate that. I didn't, but you could. Try to kick the heal as late as you can in the cast. A focus kick macro takes care of any targeting difficulties you might have based on camera issues or crap on the ceiling. And final bit of advice, if you can keep him just a few feet forward of where he starts the pull and face him at the door you walked in, he tends to drop webbed ads near the steps there, and that's a super ideal position. You nor the boss will have to move too much. And if you can get him to like 10 million HP before he summons the next ad, just focus boss with the cooldowns that you would have used on that last webbed ad. I lied. Final bit of advice. If an ad does spawn, keep your kick for the boss's heal that he's about to cast and use Lightning Lasso. You can cast that while moving and it will stun the ad. Hit him with it and then make your way to a corner to help line of sight the follow-up web blast as you might not kill it. That's about all I got for this one. I want to thank you for watching the video. Give it a like if you liked it, and I invite you to subscribe to the channel for more solo content across all classes in World of Warcraft. Let me know in the comments what you want to see next, and have a great rest of your day or evening. Peace.